Welcome to another episode of The Latest with Maya. Today I am having a conversation with actress and comedian Natasha Behnam. You know Natasha from American Pie Presents Girls Rules, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and most recently she starred as Lola in The Girls on the Bus, which I loved. Um, Thank you so much for being on my show. I am so excited to talk with you.
Hi, Maya. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I said this before we came on, but you're a legend. So I'm excited I get to talk with you.
Oh, thank you. Um, so let's get started. So, who do you most admire, and how has that impacted the way you live your life?
What a beautiful question. I feel like it is a cliche, but I will say my mom is the first person, really my parents, both my mom and my dad are the first people that come to mind. They raised me with so much compassion and drive, and they both lived their life. They taught me that you can accomplish anything you want as long as you put your mind to it and you work hard and you stay positive. And they both do that in their own life. So I think that they've taught me, both my mom and my dad, to see the world in a beautiful way, to choose to see it in a beautiful way, and just to keep moving forward. Yeah, they're really special.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who has had the most impact on you professionally?
That's so hard because I feel like I've gotten so lucky to work with so many amazing people. I'm like trying to even narrow it down. You know, I learned so much from all the people that I work with. I think I love to like maintain a student mindset, like just always think I'm a student in life because then there's so much to learn. So even I'm actually on set right now shooting the last season of You.
Oh,
And yeah, I'm like learning so much from my co-stars. I'm working with Maddie Brewer, who's amazing and is in Handmaid's Tale, and just watching her every day at work is so inspiring. And Penn Badgley, who's obviously the lead of the show, is such a powerful actor and really advocates for himself and kind of advocates for everybody around him as well in such a with such ease that I think it's very inspiring to me. Um, but even to like talk about girls on the bus, Carla and Melissa and Christina, all three of those women taught me so much about grace and kindness. And like, I think Carla is a great example of being a star, but also being a real person. She's so generous and she just holds her space, and she'll never make you feel less than, which is something I learned from her, is like you can hold this. Carla holds the star power, and simultaneously she's looking you right in the eye. She's right with you and so humble and very generous. So yeah, I know that wasn't a very specific answer, but I do feel like everyone I work with teaches me so much. It's hard to narrow it down.
yeah, I love that. Yeah. Yeah. So what small things bring you joy on a daily basis?
I love these questions. They're so good. I want to know your answers. Can we like go back and forth? I want to know what brings you joy.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, I'm like, these are good. I want to know your answers. Um,
Yeah.
Little things that bring me joy is like first of all, a perfect cup of coffee in the morning. Um, Dancing brings me a lot of joy, just like moving my body, putting on music, dancing around. Um, Outside air, I think, like the sun, breath. Being alive is so miraculous when we just notice the little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, what brings you joy in your day to day?
Um, my family, and my dog. Uh,
What kind of dog do you have?
she's a Bloodhound mix.
Okay, cute.
Yeah, she is sitting in here with me right now. So
Oh,
yeah, she's my favorite. Um, and I don't know. I mean, interviews, getting to connect with people, I think that brings me so much joy. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I also love like uh, I don't know, watching my comfort shows like bring me joy.
what are
So
your comfort shows?
um I have a lot that I have several that I just rotate between. And right
Okay.
now it's been White Collar and Royal Pains.
I don't know those, or I haven't watched them.
Yeah, those are two of my all-time favorite shows.
Okay, I'll have to check them out.
They both recently came back on Netflix.
Okay,
Um, yeah, so I've been watching them a lot.
okay, I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, they're really good.
That's so sweet.
Do you have a comfort show that or movie that's just like your go-to?
I also have a lot that I rotate between. New Girl is like one of my favorite shows. Yeah, have you watched it? Do you like
I
New Girl?
have. I love that show.
I will always put that on in the background. Like I've seen it a million times. I just it like brings me so much joy.
Yeah.
Um, my favorite movies from when I was like literally 10 years old that I still to this day love is John Tucker Must Die.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of that? It's like
I
a
haven't.
You might be too young. It's like just a silly rom-com that it's like a high school rom-com that came out when I was like 10, but it's just so fun. And I think it holds up. If you ever want to watch just like a fun
Okay.
high school teen movie, it's called John Tucker Must Die.
Oh, okay. I'm writing this down.
It's like super silly, but it was my favorite childhood movie, and I still will put it on when I just want to watch something that's like lovely.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
I love that you said that like interviewing people also brings you so much joy because you're so good at it.
oh, thank
You
you.
are. Do you work a lot? Like, do you feel like you are like, do you do interviews every day?
Not every day. It's
I guess that would
some
be exhausting.
yeah, there have been a couple weeks that it's pretty much every day, which is nice. And it kind of varies that it's like either like several a week or like one a week or
Okay, cool.
it just it varies. So
It's so cool. You've done such a good job of like building this out for yourself. It's really cool to see.
oh, thank
And
you.
like I said, I was like, when I saw that when Adam had done an interview with you too, I like texted him and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to do an interview with Maya. And I literally saw you did it too. So it's just so sweet. It's so cool to see so many beautiful people um, have been connected through you and met you.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom always jokes that she really can't watch anything now without somebody that I've interviewed like popping up or like somebody who's like connected to someone I interviewed. So
That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so
yeah.
cool. Good for you. Congratulations, Maya.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, wait, Maya.
Yeah.
Sorry to keep jumping around, but speaking of shows that we love, is that a Teen Wolf poster in your
Yeah.
background?
Yeah.
I love Teen Wolf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am obsessed with it.
I love Teen Wolf. I watched it with my friends every week. We when the new episodes would come out. And actually, fun fact that like nobody appreciates unless you loved Teen Wolf. The creators of the American Pie movie that I did, the executive producers were actually the same people that made Teen Wolf. And so when we shot American Pie, we filmed it in LA and we filmed on these, some of the scenes were done on a soundstage. And it was the same stages that they shot Teen Wolf at. So I got to see like the Beacon Hills like police set, like all of the sets were still there. It was so cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, as a Teen Wolf fan, it was very special.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's one more like right above it. And
I
um
love that.
yeah, and I've interviewed a few people from Teen Wolf and
Oh, really?
yeah, and Lyndon Ashby actually he sent me those two posters and they're signed by the cast.
Oh my God, that's so sweet. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, how cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Love it.
Cute, yeah. Yeah, I remember when I got those, like I just could not believe that he actually sent me those posters.
I would freak out too.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so this next question kind of ties into what we were talking about. Um, with shows, so as I mean, you can probably tell I'm pop culture obsessed. Um, and I go in stages of shows that I cannot stop watching. Is there a show that you are currently obsessed with?
You know what I'm watching right now that I love, which it's old, so I'm very late to the game, but I'm watching The L Word and I actually love it. I'm on season I think 4 out of 6. Yeah, that's like all I've been watching. I want to watch the newest season of Bridgerton, but I haven't started yet.
Oh, cool. Yeah, uh I don't know. Mm, I've watched a little bit of Bridgerton. I've been wanting to kind of go back and watch more, but I was obsessed with the Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton
Yes.
story. I love that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get that. Are you watching anything right now that you love?
Um, I'm trying to think. Recently, I mean, it's just recently my go-to has been White Collar.
Yeah, your comfort
And,
shows. Okay, yeah.
yeah, and I don't know. There's been a couple things like that I've watched with like my family and but recently we all love White Collar and we all love Royal Pains, so we've been rewatching Royal Pains together.
That's
Um
sweet. It's nice that you can watch it together.
yeah, it's been really nice to rewatch that all. I would or with them. Um yeah, I don't know. I recently rewatched two movies that I just absolutely love. Which was I rewatched a movie called Broken Diamonds.
I
Um
don't know what that is.
and it's with Ben Platt. Um
Okay,
and Lola Kirk.
okay.
Um, and it's about, you know, brother and sister who the sister has schizophrenia. And it's kind of just like about their relationship. And it's so good. And Ben Platt, I love him so much. I just could just talk about him for hours, so I should move on.
Hey, I get it. I get it. I get
Yeah.
it.
Um, yeah, and then Ben's movie theater camp also that I am obsessed with.
Oh, I saw theater camp. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love that
theaters.
movie.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's super,
Yeah,
super fun. I love it too.
yeah, yeah. Um, so how do you keep yourself motivated to create even on days when you aren't fully feeling it?
Oh, honestly, Maya, I don't. If I'm not feeling it, I'm like, that's okay. Rest is important too. I feel like we like everybody, I think we push ourselves too much all the time. And rest is just as divinely important as creation. So if I feel like too tired or like I need a break, I just take it. I take the break. And then I'm so much better after, and then I can make stuff with my full energy instead of just pushing when I don't want to. Um, so yeah, I take a lot of rest. And then like in moments where I do want to be creative in times in my life, I think the motivation comes from community, honestly. Like I'm motivated because I'm inspired because by my friends or by my family or like, you know, just like life around me. I think I find inspiration and motivation in really simple places.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So what genre of movie would your life story be told as?
Oh, my life is a whole joke. The whole thing would be one big joke. It really would. I hope it's a comedy. I hope it's a comedy. Yeah. Yeah. It would just have to be so that and really like I think also very like touching, like heartwarming, Sundance emotion, you know?
Yeah.
I guess it would be an offbeat comedy. That is what my life feels like.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, wait, that's such a good question. What about you?
Thank you. I think it would. I don't know.
Would it be like a musical because you love Ben Platt?
I want it to be. I think that would be fun. So yes, I want it to be a musical.
It could totally be a musical.
Yeah.
We'll get Ben Platt in it.
Oh yes. Yes, I would love that. Yeah. And then my yeah, it's I've had since his new album came out, that has been um on repeat all the time.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, so it like my mom and my sister, like when my sister's home, like they love it too, but they do get kind of sometimes a little annoyed when it's on like 24/7.
I'm sure. I completely, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
But I get it. You have to play it. Have you ever interviewed him?
I haven't. I've always
Okay, you
wanted
got
to.
to do it. Yeah, you'll do it. You'll do it. It'll happen.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been trying for I don't know how long, so I'm not giving up.
Yeah, don't give up. It'll happen one day.
Thank you. Yeah, we're actually, my family and I are actually going to see him when he's in Denver next month. And I am just so excited because I've always wanted to see him. So,
Oh, that's so cool. That'll be really sweet.
yeah. Well, and I'm so excited that I get to like experience it with my mom and my sister. And I was like, just so you know, I am pretty sure immediately when he walks on stage, I will just start crying. So, and they were like,
Oh,
we're well aware of that.
oh my God, that's so sweet. I love that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a great time.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to get my mom and my sister to like learn all the words to all the songs before.
Yeah, they have to. They have to. They have to.
Yeah.
You have to be able to sing them.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Um, so what is something that people were always surprised to learn about you?
Oh gosh, I don't know. What are people surprised to learn about me? Maybe like how much alone time I like, or like I'm a big meditator, so I often like I'm very like energetically sensitive. Like I like to meditate. I like to kind of protect my space. And I think that that could be a little surprising because I'm super outgoing and I love people and I feel like I talk to people. I'm very, very, very extroverted. So, but if you really get to know me, I feel like you find out that I also like need to recharge.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm a very surprising person. I blurt everything out upon first meeting.
Oh yeah.
If you can tell.
Yeah. Well, I'm the same way, because my sister and I always joke with our mom that she has no filter. And so we are like, you pass that on to us. We just have no filter. So we just say everything. Kind of,
Yeah, life's better that way, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so too. We gotta just live, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's something surprising about you that people find out?
I don't know.
I know it's a hard question, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like people who really like know me are not surprised about this, but like people I think that I just like meet for the first time and or don't know like super well or surprised. I don't know if I'd say they're surprised, but to learn like because I can like with interviews, it's easy for me to be like very chatty and like I don't know, feel comfortable, like around you. And but there's I'm very much an introvert. Like I like being home and I don't always like being around people.
Yeah, sure, sure. I get it. I
So
get it.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. It's exhausting out there.
Yeah, it is. I always joke with my mom that there have been some days where I'm like home for a week straight. And so my mom is like, we have to get you out of the house. And then I get out of the house. I'm like, there's nothing like going out into the world that makes me remember why I like staying home.
Well, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
That's
Like
funny.
I can do it for a little bit and then I just need to be at home.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. I really do.
Yeah. Um, so since we were talking about musicals, do you have a favorite musical?
Oh, that's such a hard question. The first ones that come into my mind, the classics. Wicked is one of my favorites. It always will be. I love, this is so silly, but I love the Mamma Mia movie
Yeah.
musical because it's so joyful,
Yeah.
um, and fun and silly. And Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
And I sing a mean version of Satisfied. I can do that whole song, every word. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's an
Love
intense
that.
song. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so cool. Hamilton is one of my favorite
Yeah.
soundtracks. Um,
Unreal.
yeah, 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 definitely. I recently with like um there's been some newer musicals that I've been obsessing over the soundtracks for. I've been obsessing over The Outsiders
Oh, I
soundtrack.
haven't seen it yet, but I should listen to it. I want to see it.
Yeah, me too. I really want to see it. And then Water for Elephants.
I don't know that one.
It's with Grant Gustin, and
Okay.
I am such a fan of his. I interviewed him a couple years ago.
So
Um,
cool.
and yeah, it was unreal. I still am not I'm just like in disbelief that it happened. So
That's
I
so cool.
yeah, I think so. I yeah, that one has also been on repeat, and actually both shows performed at the Tony Awards um this
Oh,
year.
cool.
Um
Yeah.
yeah, which so I watched those performances and I was like, I really need to see these live. It was so
Yeah.
cool to see the performances.
I bet that I didn't actually catch the Tonys, but I'm sure
Yeah,
they were unreal.
yeah, you were, yeah. Yeah, my sister was home for the weekend and she was out while they were airing. So the next day I was like, you have to see these clips. And so I showed them to her and I showed them to my mom. And so I was like, if these shows come to Denver, we need to go see them.
100%, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so, what movie or show do you find yourself quoting more often than you'd like?
What do I quote all the time? Do you know what I kept quoting this week? I don't know why. Was Mean Girls, the original,
Oh,
not the new one. Um, which I guess makes sense because Tina Fey wrote it and it's so funny and perfect. Um,
yeah,
yeah, I guess that's my answer. Like, because I don't even know why. Like 3 times this week I quoted it. I'm like, I don't even know why that is coming up
yeah.
in my brain. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah, yeah, there was a little while ago when my family and I were in LA and I don't know, yeah, just like this Mean Girls quote just came to me when we were meeting a friend. So I just said it and I or like right before we met him and I was telling my mom I would say this, but I don't know if he'd like I don't know if he's seen Mean Girls or if he'd get the reference. And so,
I get it. It's just so it's so quotable.
yeah, it is.
Timeless.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, is there someone who without fail always makes you laugh?
Someone who without fail always makes me laugh. My best friends. My best friend Nick Pugliese comes to mind, who he's actually an actor on that show School Spirits.
Oh,
Um
I love that show.
oh yeah. So my
Yeah,
friend Nick plays I forget Charlie, I think is his character's name. Um he is so funny. And every time I'm with him I die laughing. Um, and then my best friends Hannah and Dania, who like we've been best friends since our freshman year of college, and they're really funny and just everything they say makes me die laughing. It's so good to have friends that make you laugh. It's just like
yeah,
the like spine of life, I feel, is
yeah,
laughter.
yeah. Definitely. Yeah, my mom and my sister just, yeah, always without fail make me laugh. and my best friend also, I just randomly, like, I'll just have a memory that pops into my head that just makes me laugh. Like, there was this one time, I don't even know what we were talking about, but he was about to leave his house and he was like, I don't think I should be talking about this outside. So he was like, I'm gonna go because I don't think anybody who hears us will not understand the conversation. So,
Oh my God, that's so funny.
yeah,
I've
it
been there.
was very funny. Yeah. Um, so if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
That is such a funny question. I think it would be like warning, avoidant. Like I'm very avoidant sometimes emotionally.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that is right. Is that silly? What would your warning be?
I get that. I Okay, so I came up with one a while ago that I've been sticking to that I think it would just be, or my mom kind of came up with it and then I took it as my own. That is just prone to anxiety, don't overload because I can get very overwhelmed easily.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's good.
So, yeah,
No, overload is really funny.
yeah.
Yeah, I relate.
Yeah. Um, do you have any irrational fears?
I'm kind of irrationally scared of fish. I just think they're so, I'm not actually scared of them, but I think they're so ugly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not into fish. I do
Yeah.
not like fish. Ugh. Especially big ones. Oh God, no. No, no, not for me.
Yeah, yeah, well, I feel like my brain is like one big irrational fear because it just it like goes in circles. So just
Really?
yeah, I'll be like, I don't know, when I get really anxious about something, like I will fixate on
Sure,
it,
for
and
sure.
then my brain like comes up with like highly improbable scenarios, but that I get like very um anxious about.
I get it. I totally get it.
So yeah. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. But then I've learned to like laugh at it.
Good.
Like I will talk to like my mom or my sister about it and they'll look at me and they'll be like, you know, that's impossible, right? Or like that's highly unlikely. I'm like, I know that, but so yeah.
Yeah, that it's good to have someone ground you from that. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And then just
yeah,
laugh at it. But I get it. We all
definitely.
do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so I just have one more question for you. Um,
Okay.
so I love inspiring and motivational quotes, and this week my favorite quotation is when it feels scary to jump, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. Is there
That's
a
so beautiful.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, when I saw that, yeah, it really spoke to me. Um, is there a quotation that has inspired you lately?
There's a quote that I sometimes think of that I had to memorize when I was a kid in school, but um I still really like it and I kind of forgot who said it. But it's the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Mm, I love that.
Um, yeah, and I forgot who said it. It's someone famous, but yeah, it's like a good reminder to believe in your dreams.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I like the one you said too.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, that was my final question for you. Thank you
Maya,
so
thank
much.
you. Thank you so much for having me. It's so good to meet you and to talk with you and connect. You're so sweet. I'm so glad we got to do this.
Me too. Thank you so much for joining me. Talking with you has just made my day, so thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. And that's a wrap on today's edition of The Latest with Maya.